Dakota, you liked taking treats from your owner, but you won't take any from me. No, you are too stressed out. Dakota is a 6-year-old Malamute. She is a rescue dog. She was adopted 3 years ago. She has high anxiety. You are probably going to hear the symphony from not only her, but also Fred today, because Fred is also in the shop while I am dog sitting him. So he tends to be a little bit whiny while I work. And you, ma'am, are making him cry more. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. So she has been professionally groomed before. Yeah. This isn't her first time going to a groomer. So the previous groomers don't have anything bad to say about her, so I probably don't have anything to be concerned about. I am going to put my headphones on because it appears that she is going to sing me the song of her people. Okay. Ooh. Ooh. Do I have to wear my headphones? Yeah. All right, let's start with some nasty critter. Are you going to be nice, girl? Okay. Okay. Hey. Okay, Dakota. We can do this. You're going to be okay. You're going to survive. You have a lot to say. So, despite the fact you guys aren't going to be able to hear anything I got to say today, it's okay. She's going to be the narrator of today's video. I'm sorry. Are you dying? Is somebody murdering you? Fred doesn't normally cry while I'm in here working, but I think he is very confused about the sounds coming out of this dog. This is the worst We can see the way Dakota is acting when I get too close to her face with the water, so I may not wash her face. I don't think she would appreciate it. She is a woolly Malamute, but she appears to have a strange coat happening, and it doesn't seem to be that thick. It appears to be very thin, so I don't think this is going to take me long. Okay, I'm not going to wash your face, but your chest is brown. Are you being a bit outrageous? Just a little bit outrageous? Dare I say pathetic? If I say pathetic. Tell me more. Come on. Turn, turn, turn. Turn, turn, turn. That might be the loudest bath I've ever experienced. Okay. Okay. I actually think, unfortunately, ma'am, we need a lot more soap. Turn this way. Come on. Good girl. Relax. I think she has some alopecia going on, some weird skin stuff because her coat has patches of hair loss. Oh my gosh, and you have a ton of poop on your butt. Okay, we're gonna need another canister of shampoo. I'm actually going to put my gloves on because that is possibly the most amount of poop that I have ever seen on a dog's butt, and I don't really feel like touching that with my bare hands, but I'm gonna have to scrub it because there's no way that's gonna come off unless I scrub it. Yeah. And you're gonna have to let me see your butthole. Sorry. Please do not bite me. No. But I don't know if she pooped out of nerves while she was sitting. Come here, Dakota. I hate to break it to you, but I need to clean your poop butt. You're going to have to stand up. Poop queen. Yeah. What's your name is Poop Queen. No, you be nice to me. Oh my God, what is happening here? God forbid I want to wash the poop out of your butthole. They did ask me to shave up the butt, but based off of how this dog does not want me touching her butt, that could be a problem. Did you survive? Hardly, I know. Okay, relax. Yeah. gosh, stop getting mad at me. Please stand. This is going to be really challenging. I have her in the groomer's helper loop because it's more difficult to get her head out of. She is notorious for trying to whip her head out of the noose. I should call it a grooming loop because whenever I say noose, people freak out. It's called a grooming loop. Anyways. So I have her in that so that it's not so easy for her to whip her head out. I don't want her to whip her head out of it, jump off the table, especially if she's connected to the belly band, because what will happen is she will fly front end off the table and her back end will still be on the table, and that will not be good. So she needs to be properly secured. Safe to say that this is not a dog that I could safely groom on the ground because she's just going to run and slip and slide the whole time and potentially pull a ligament, so I can't do that. I'm going to try to shave her bum. Okay, I just need to see your poopy butthole. Please. So for obvious reasons, I'm going to keep her low on the table because I don't trust that she won't potentially jump off this table, even with all the proper precautions. There was a lot of poop on your butt. It's quite nasty. Something tells me if I put the happy hoodie on her that she is going to lose it. So I'm not going to do that. This is a difficult dog to work with, not because the dog is a bad dog. None of the dogs I groom are really bad dogs. She just has really bad anxiety. She just pooped on the table. So she pooped in the shower. She pooped on the table. Hopefully she doesn't step in it or get her tail in it, which is something we always have to race to try and fix when they poop on the table, because I can take her off the table in the hopes that she won't step in it, but then getting her back on it could be really challenging because now she anticipates that the table is not a good time. So she might try to avoid getting back on it, and she's obviously a big dog. But a lot of people will say, why don't you calm the dog down, reassure them, pet them, tell them they're a good girl. This dog does not want me to pet her. She doesn't care about me. Some dogs are super friendly and just love everybody. She's not one of those dogs. She likes her owners, that's it. She doesn't want me to pet her and reassure her. And sometimes petting and reassuring them can actually make them more anxious. So that's not going to work. Grooming is a tough job, even though I do enjoy it. Obviously, I love doing it. I've been doing it for the past 15 years. I decided to create a channel and make educational content about it to teach people about it. That's how much I love it, but mostly I love the animals more than I love grooming the animals. But that doesn't mean that it's an easy job, and that doesn't mean that it's sunshine and roses, and that does not mean that I am going to be happy-go-lucky and perky the whole time I'm working on a dog, especially when it comes to a dog that is more difficult. I'm a human. I'm going to get stressed just like any human would get stressed, but I'm not going to take it out on the dog. But that doesn't mean that I'm going to be jumping for joy. but also I can't jump for joy. If I am happy-go-lucky, peppy, you know, talking in a high squealing voice the entire time, the dog that's anxious is actually going to become more anxious from that type of personality, versus if I just stay calm, continue on with the job, and I stay relaxed, that's the best thing I can do for a dog that's super anxious. I'm guessing that you probably got poop on your butt again when you pooped. Can we move forward? Fortunately, I shaved a lot of that hair. Come here, move forward. No, okay. Let me see. Oh gosh, yeah. This is not in any way the owner's fault, but just something to note to owners, just so they can make the situation a little bit easier for their groomers. But if you know that you have a super stressed dog and it has to go to the groomers, the best thing you can do for us is just don't feed your dog the morning of the grooming appointment. Feed them afterwards, because if you don't feed them, then it kind of helps prevent them from pooping during the groom. That's all. I don't care that the dog's pooping. I just don't want the clean dog to step on her poop, because as you can see, she also did not like the bath. So the last thing I want for her is to have to put her back in the bath. While I'm washing my hands, I will just tell you guys that this dog definitely has alopecia of some kind. I know because her coat is very similar to Melvin's and to Maxwell's. It doesn't really shed. Even when I'm blow drying it, there's not really any hair coming off of it. That's because she doesn't really have an undercoat. Her coat is quite damaged from her alopecia. She's missing hair everywhere. So it actually makes it for a quicker groom. It won't take me as long to dry her and brush her, but it's just something that I noticed. It doesn't harm her in any way. It's actually very common in Malamutes. I've seen it over and over and over again. They must be more susceptible to alopecia the same way that Pomeranians are. But anyway, let's try this again. Okay, so she is mostly dry. She's a little bit damp near her head, but I'm not going to force her through that blow dry on her head because she just hates it. Absolutely hates it. So I am going to brush your back end first, and then I will take you out of the belly band. When they have a coat like this, it's very hard to brush. Even Melvin's, for example, I find it very difficult to brush because the coat is so, I don't really know what the right word is to explain it. It's very dense and it doesn't really shed. So like when you're brushing, you can't really pull any of the dead coat out, which helps when you're brushing. when they're shedding, if you're not pulling out any dead coat, it's kind of like brushing a knotted dog that has hair and not fur. It's not easy to brush. She's not really knotted, she has just a little bit of matting, and I wouldn't even really call it matting. But she's very done. I can tell she's exhausted. And it doesn't help that some of this hair here is damp because she just was panicking over the dryer being near her face, even the small dryer. There's poop all over her butt again. Okay, I'm really hoping that number 4 is the last time that I have to clean your butt. Okay, unfortunately, you're going to have to get up, and we are going to have to do the other side. Use your back legs. They work. Come on. Oh. No. No, I do not. You're almost done. Hey. Has this been successful? Should we maybe give up? You are finished. Hopefully your butt doesn't have any poop on it, but it was kind of smudged in there and really difficult to clean, so it may. But you survived. Today's groom took 2 hours and 20 minutes. If you liked this video and you want to see more complimentary grooms, just like Dakota's, don't forget to hit that follow or subscribe button and share with all of your friends. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you again in a few days.